Hello guys, and welcome to another update of the Minecraft Team Carbon server. Um, I am at the spawn, and yeah, this update is definitely overdue. It's been quite a while since I've done an update. I've actually made a video maybe 2 weeks ago. I just never got to upload it because I have been changing a lot of things lately. The biggest change have been the addition of player heads and the spawners, which I have now removed. And the reason why I removed them is because um, they were actually being somewhat abused. People were placing about 4 or 5 stacked together pretty much, and then idling next to them to create a XP grinder. And that was awful because it would generate unlimited entities, and basically you're not using the spawners the way they're meant to be used. I'm actually going to show you shortly how they're supposed to be used. But first, let me show you the new additions to the spawn, and these have been made possible by Grant. He has actually done all this by hand. Like neither I nor Luffy world edited this stuff. He has just simply placed this stuff by hand. It's amazing, yes. Um, so it does have a little bit better lighting. We do have also finally added steps going down to the other floors, which for the longest time we did not realize that people could not get to the other floors without actually teleporting. So that's there now. Also done by Grant. Here's this wall that tells you what's on each floor and the direction that it's in. We have the server shop, conference room, info room, shop plaza, town portals, and the PvP hub. And there's also a bidding room there. So let me show you what the info room is first. Here it is. It's on the left side. And all it really is you just come over here and there's signs up here. There's not many right now, but there'll probably be more later. And these are basically the info that you would get by typing /IFO. Instead of typing it, you can just come here and right click, and it tells you each sign what it is. You can do colors. You want to check out the colors, how to what the town requirements are. Looks like we have a new member, so let me welcome him. And that's pretty much it. This is mostly for new people that join the server. They want to come over here and check it out. Just a little bit of info. We'll make that a little bit better. And player heads, obviously you guys, most of you have already experienced those. They're pretty expensive, but we're trying to keep them rare. And here's, I guess I could have just warped to it, but that would just be too easy. I haven't added anything else new to the shop. I actually removed the spawner like I mentioned before, but we still have this. And the cool thing is that we can now spawn command block. Written books via command blocks, which is pretty amazing thanks to Essentials, and it's pretty awesome. So there's my head. This is actually not an extra plugin. We actually had done this for Carbon Kit, but we found that Essential supports it, so it's pretty neat. One thing I would like to mention is that our Carbon Kit now has an auctions feature that right now it's only accessible to me and Luffy, which means we can auction off claims, and it works really neat. Some of you guys have already seen it, how it works. We can actually auction off claims, and it's pretty much fully automated to where we set up the auction, starting bid, increment amount, and it will automatically let people bid, and it'll automatically let you it will let you set a time, and then when the time is up, it will choose the highest bidder and automatically transfer the claim to their name, which is extremely awesome. Right now, like I said, it's only available to Luffy and I. We are still testing it and just fixing minor bugs on it. But he already added basically the ability to let you guys also use it. There's permissions for it. We actually now have a command control module on Carbon Kit, which lets me place command prices on any command pretty much. So I will actually be doing that today as well. Some commands like PvP list, which you guys don't have access to yet, but PvP list. Sorry, I'm sort of dragging away from what I was talking about, but before I forget, PvPL shows you who has PvP enabled. Right now nobody does, but you can't use that yet. I will be adding that shortly after this video, and you will be charged a small fee for it. It won't be that much, but it will charge you a fee to see who has PvP enabled in case you want to sneak up on him and kill him. Just don't forget that you can't kill them inside their claim, so you are protected inside your claim even if you have PvP enabled. And that's something I'm going to be doing today. So, let's see, somebody went. Alright, so, what was I talking about? Oh man, it's a bad thing. Oh yeah, so, I do plan on giving you guys the ability to auction off claims. I will be working with Luffy, and unless we run into a big problem that we can't do that, we should be able to do that, so we will be working on that. I've been hearing that the Redstone update's supposed to come out maybe this week. If it does, please do not update your client. If you update your client, you will not be able to access the server for a while unless you downgrade your client, which can be a pain in the butt to do. So don't update it, because we won't be updating the server right away, because not only do we have to wait on Bucket to release their version of 1.5, but we also have to make sure that our plugins are compatible with 1.5 before we make the transfer, which means we have to do a little bit of testing and all that. What I might do is I might back up the VIP server and just turn it into a 1.5 playground for all the VIPs, so that that's something that we might be able to do as soon as Bucket releases their version of 1.5. Or maybe not. I might not even run Bucket on it. Maybe I might just make it vanilla 1.5, as long as I can whitelist. So just keep that in mind. Don't update right away. Check the website. Check the server. What you can do is you can come on a server. Just don't update it. Come on a server, and if you can still access it, that means we haven't updated yet. And I think another thing you do have access to is /ver, which means version. Let's just see what version we're running. But if you can access it and you haven't updated, that means we're still on 1.4.7. So don't forget that. And I think that's going to be it for the updates. The last thing I'd like to mention is that I will be doing reviews now on people's claims, since we don't have staff yet to do that. And I have picked a claim already that I'm going to review. This person has been working on this for quite a while. So right after this video, I will jump on that, and I will also upload it at the same time as I upload this video. Alright guys, so that's going to be it. I hope I haven't made this too long, but I did have a few things to cover. I'll see you guys next time. Oh wait, I lied. I did forget something. I had to come back here. I did tell you guys I was going to show you how spawners are supposed to work. So I am going to do that. Here's my survival home. You know that I play on my ex-guitarist account. It's my survival account. I call it my legit account. And it's just bugging me there. I have made a spawner room when these spawners were still available. And actually, I promise you I had no idea I was going to get rid of these until a couple of days later after I made this. But so I do have two of them. I will admit I do have two of them, but the reason why this works is because I am in the same room as these. And I know you guys don't do this because you're like, oh well, the mobs can hurt you and it's a pain in the butt, you have to wait for them to spawn and oh boo-hoo. Yes, it is true, it's a little bit slower, but this actually works really well, and these are two different type spawners. It does, I can actually get 20 levels in probably within 10 minutes, which is not bad at all, because you guys will sit in front of a spawner for 10 minutes, just idle, not doing anything, and probably get twice as many levels. But it's still, I find this more interesting, and it's a better way, because the way spawners work is they'll spawn mobs every, I believe, every 8 to 10 seconds, and they'll detect around an area, a certain area about this big, or actually a little bit bigger than this. I think it's 16 by 16 if I'm not mistaken. They'll check to see if there's a player. If there's not a player, they won't spawn anything. If there is, they'll spawn up to, I believe, 4 or 5 mobs of that kind, and then they'll start checking again. They'll spend 8 to 10 seconds checking again, and after they check, if there's still mobs there of that kind, they won't spawn anymore. So that means if it spawn mobs in this room and I'm not here to kill them, it won't spawn them again. Same for either spawner. These both work the same, and they won't spawn anything if it's not dark as well. So if there's no dark spots, it's not able to spawn anything. It just keeps checking and checking, as you can see, spinning really fast because it wants to spawn something. And as soon as I turn off the lights, it'll spawn mobs. But right now I can stay here, and it will never spawn anything else again. It'll check. Actually, it might spawn, but it has a limit. I think the limit is 4 or 5, and once it sees that there's that many mobs of that kind for that spawner, the spawner won't spawn anymore. Yeah, there it is. It spawned a few more. There's 4 right now. Maybe it might spawn one more, but it probably won't. There's the spiders as well. And the reason why this works for our server is because it will not spam mobs. It's a good thing that it won't spam mobs. It reaches a limit and it stops. The bad thing about the other spawners is you have them set up away from you, and they detect around them. They don't see anything, so they just keep spawning mobs, and then they transfer those spawns directly to you. And that's a big problem because entities are a server's worst enemy. So you can see there's still only 5 zombies and 6 spiders, I think. So it does spawn a little bit more spiders. But that should be it for the mobs, I think. I don't see it spawning. Oh wait, still spawning one more time. Oh, it's failing me. It's making me look bad. But I do have 2 spawners on here, so it might also have something to do that I'm OP, because I've never seen this many mobs spawn when I'm here on my other account. This is pretty insane. I would be having a good day right now. But yeah, I mean, it's not just spamming this room. So that's how I feel it's supposed to work. That's the way Minecraft actually intended it. So that's why I did get rid of the spawners. Alright guys, definitely this time that's going to be it. I will see you guys next time.